From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
A little boy was caught in the crossfire of a gun battle on the freeway in the East Bay. This morning, the 8-year-old is in critical condition. A weekend heat wave is likely to push temperatures past 100 degrees in some inland areas, but it's going to be significantly cooler along the coast. And business is booming in downtown Napa, but the city is planning a change that business owners fear could drive some customers away.
We don't want to deter people from visiting our local businesses.
Very cold reception from a lot of the public.
We'll tell you why the city may be putting the brakes on free parking. Good morning. It is Saturday, July 15th. I'm Devin Feely. A weekend heat wave is now upon us, and today some spots are going to hit triple digits. Coastal areas like Pacifica, however, are expecting big crowds looking to cool off.
I probably will be here. It's usually good to come out really early. People start camping out around 9.
Have some patience. It's going to be crowded here, driving here, parking here, out in the water, on the beach. You know, just try to have some respect for the local people.
Let's get more on what to expect with First Alert meteorologist Paul Hagan.
It's going to be a hot weekend. Today's temperatures reaching up into the 90s and low 100s inland, so we do have an excessive heat warning in effect until 11 o'clock on Sunday. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're checking on anyone who's sensitive to the heat, whether it's the elderly or anyone without easy access to air conditioning. Temperatures this morning feel nice, but we are going to heat up quickly with temperatures by noon already close to 90 degrees for the hot spots inland in the East Bay. The Tri-Valley and the Delta, you'll be the hot spots this afternoon at or above 100 degrees.
As a driver, when you think about the hazards of the road, you might think about potholes, other drivers, maybe even your own car malfunctioning. You probably don't think about bullets, but maybe you should, because yet another child has been shot on a freeway in the East Bay. This little boy was with his family when a bullet flew into his car and hit him. The child's mother had to rush him to the hospital, and parents who heard about this are both disturbed and angry. It happened about 6:20 last night along eastbound 580 near Grand Avenue in Oakland. Multiple drivers called 911 to report gunmen shooting at each other from two moving cars.
There are about 8 to 9 shots fired. You had a burgundy or possible Mercedes 4-door, 4 occupants. They were wearing all black masks, and then a white small SUV. Both of them were shooting back and forth at each other.
580 eastbound was completely shut down until about 12:30 a.m. this morning. Now, the wounded boy is in critical condition at UCSF Children's Hospital. Betty Yu has more on this latest troubling incident.
Traffic on eastbound 580 was shut down for several hours Friday night after a shooting between two cars near Harrison Street just before 6:30. Cones marked bullet casings scattered across the freeway lanes. The CHP lieutenant was visibly moved by the violence.
Another senseless tragedy that happens on our freeways. We had 2 vehicles that chose to utilize our freeway systems as a rolling gun battle. When a child is struck by gunfire or a violent crime occurs, it touches you.
The CHP described the two suspect cars as a dark gray SUV and a maroon-colored SUV. Officers believe both exited eastbound on 580 at Park Street.
I mean, it's terrible. You know, it's like we've been dealing with shootings, robberies, car break-ins. I mean, it's endless, you know. It's just another kid. It's ridiculous. I mean, things are beyond out of hand.
Drew Van Zee lives next to the freeway overpass and saw the emergency response.
I've lived in Oakland actually over 30 years, so things are worse. I mean, things were bad in the 80s, things were bad in the 90s, but people didn't do the same type of behavior that they do now. So it's definitely worse, yeah.
More brazen?
Yeah, it's more brazen.
Friday's shooting marks the third this week involving an innocent child. On Wednesday afternoon, a stray bullet hit an 8-year-old boy in a passing car on MLK Boulevard. Later that night, a 13-year-old girl was hit by a stray bullet on MacArthur Boulevard. Both victims were treated and released. What does that do to your sense of safety living here in Oakland?
I mean, I feel okay because I think I've been around and I kind of know how to handle myself. But, you know, I worry about my mom. She's 73, everybody else. And then I feel like it's kind of like a Batman scenario here.
Our Julia Goodrich spoke with a mother of 4 in Oakland. She says she is sad, baffled, scared by the violence and worries about her children on the roads.
I've lived here for 25 years, and this kind of stuff never happened in the past. And I work now at a local hospital. I'm an ER nurse. I have 4 children, and it's terrifying to think that you could just be driving to work or coming home and you could be killed, or your child or your loved one could be.
580 right behind you. You travel on that every day?
Every day.
How about for your kids, your teens? They're driving?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking to think of them going out and enjoying the evenings, or the days at this point.
Now, this past April, a 5-year-old girl heading to a family dinner was killed on another freeway, this time on 880 near Milpitas. Her name was Ileana. A family friend said that she loved life, loved to have fun, loved her siblings, including her older brother, who was sitting right beside her in that car when she was shot. Now, 3 suspects are facing murder charges. Prosecutors say that they are gang members and thought that they were shooting at a rival gang. And you probably have heard about Jasper Wu. He was shot and killed in 2021, also caught in the crossfire of a gang shootout on 880. He was just 2 years old. District Attorney Pamela Price drew criticism after she dropped some charging enhancements, and now the 2 suspects won't face life in prison. But Price says even so, they will probably die behind bars. There were actually 2 freeway shootings on Friday. The CHP says a woman was shot in the leg while she was in a car on 280 near Alameda in San Francisco. We're still waiting to hear what led to that shooting. And you can head to our website, KPIX.com, for the latest developments on the freeway violence. In other news, 30 years of free parking may be coming to an end in downtown Napa, and business owners are worried that the change could put a damper on a recent boom. As Andrea Nakano reports, the city says the plan may be unpopular, but it is necessary.
It's been extremely busy here in downtown Napa. Warm weather on a Friday night has brought a lot of people to this area, and as visitors return, parking is becoming more of a challenge.
It doesn't make sense for us as locals working here to have to either pay for parking and or to be limited to a certain parking time allotment.
Adriana Schwartz is one of the many employees that circle around town looking for parking. When they do find a spot, many are forced to set timers to make sure they move their cars every 2 to 3 hours. Tony Valdez, the parking programs manager in Napa, says he has a solution: to charge for parking.
We don't want to look like the bad guys just trying to penalize everybody. We want to have some kind of solution for everybody.
Let's just say when Valdez proposed the idea for paid parking, he wasn't the most popular guy in town.
Very cold reception from a lot of the public.
Valdez, though, says something has to be done to free up spots and improve parking infrastructure. Charging to park would bring in desperately needed money to fix the problems.
Having an alternative revenue source that can help use that money for parking resources, and then having your tax dollars being used for everything else that's important helps kind of free up the general fund money.
Some businesses, though, in Napa worry adding a fee to park would keep some potential customers from visiting the downtown area.
I understand the concerns totally. I mean, especially coming out of a pandemic, especially as interest rates just keep on climbing and climbing. Having another barrier like paid parking scares a lot of people.
Workers like Schwartz say they are just starting to see business return to pre-pandemic levels.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
She doesn't have a solution for the parking woes, but she wants the city to make it as easy as possible for customers to return.
And we don't want to deter people from visiting our local businesses by saying we don't have change, cash, anything like that.
The city council will decide how the revenue will be spent, but Valdez hopes it goes towards parking issues and lots for employees. Now, this is just a proposal, and there is no timetable for when the fees will be implemented.
We have some good news for people in Martinez. The Contra Costa County Health Department has given the all clear after Tuesday's hazmat release from the Martinez refinery. Now, health officials say there's no evidence of high levels of toxic metals on the coke dust that coated the area Tuesday, but the Air District has issued a violation notice.